It's almost 11 a.m. Definitely up later than yesterday. I set my alarm for 8 a.m. every day because I want my body to get used to that time. But today I chose to turn off the alarm and go back to sleep. I'm gonna get up, make my smoothie, and then it's time to read P.S. I Still Love You. And I'm already thinking about whether or not I can sneak the third book onto my TBR, so stay tuned for that. It is almost noon, which means Zoe from Zoe's All Booked is going to be leading a reading sprint. Just talking beforehand. Can't wait to get started.
How is everybody doing with their books? Day 2 of the reading rush. How is everybody doing? I'm actually kind of smashing it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't wanna rub it in your faces, but I'm like 100% smashing it.
It is now 7:08 p.m. I think I missed the beginning of Maureen's Twitter sprint, which I join every year, but I'm gonna try and catch up. She does Disney themed reading sprints, and I need them because I believe, past the halfway point in P.S. I Still Love You, but yesterday, at this point, I was already in the second half of the book. But today I've been very distracted, and then something went wrong and I had to call unemployment about some money issues, which took quite a long time. My parents want to watch a movie tonight. Less reading, but I'm still hopeful that I can finish the book. I may not finish it by midnight. I may have to stay up a little late tonight, which I do every night anyways. I'm liking it. Interested to see what happens and how it plays out. Team Peter or Team John? We shall see.
Your hair should make a statement.
As long as it doesn't say thank you very much for the Country Music Award. Ow!
You're gonna be lucky if I can get it untamed.
No much.
Can I borrow that journal?
Attention. All hearing units. Wax electrolysis laser to commence at 2300 hours.
So, movie night did not go as planned. My parents and I decided on Miss Congeniality. We got about 48 minutes in. They were really liking it, and my DVD froze. I kept trying to rewind it, clean it, nothing was working. I even brought out my dinosaur portable DVD player, hooked it up to the TV to find out if it was our Blu-ray player or if it was the disc. Turns out it was the disc because it kept freezing. So then I turned on The Nanny. My dad checked out after one episode, and my mom and I stayed up until almost midnight watching it. Now it is 12:57 and I just finished P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I did like it, but the love triangle in this one is interesting. I don't know if I would be Team John in the books or not. I feel like John Ambrose is more me, but I also understand why the connection between Peter and Lara Jean is so strong. It's like that first love connection, but also like the whole fake dating trope. They came out of that actually liking and then loving each other. It's a pretty strong connection to get over. It's a tough one to choose who I am actually rooting for in the books. One thing that did bug me is that after Peter and Lara Jean broke up, he had given her this expensive antique locket from his mother's antique store that he knew she had wanted for a really long time. His mom was nice enough to make a deal with him. He could work in exchange for the locket to give to her on Valentine's Day. But when they break up, he says, "I want it back." What's he gonna do with it? If I have a boyfriend and I give him an expensive gift, it's not the same if I take it back and then give it to a future boyfriend. He also gives it back to her before they even get back together. So I guess that's fine. I think he might have just done it out of anger. It's probably way too late to watch the movie, but here I am thinking, I might just go ahead and watch the movie. Now that I've made it this far, I might as well just finish the trilogy. And I think I found a sneaky way to do it. Probably just as sneaky as the way I got P.S. I Still Love You on my TBR. So there is a challenge that is reading a book the color of your birthstone. My birthstone is topaz, which people associate with blue, but I've always seen it as a sort of yellow gold type color. Turns out that besides yellow and blue, topaz comes in a lot of different colors. There's this sort of pale topaz that looks exactly like the tone. You cannot really see it on camera. You have to trust me that this cover has a sort of yellowish tone over the whole entire thing that is pretty much a direct match to this topaz right here. I had something else planned that's way more yellow, but I think this is really my only option. The bummer is that this movie is not out yet, and we don't know when it's going to be out because of COVID-19. At least I can finish the trilogy and now be in the discussion every time Book Twitter and BookTube and Book Instagram talk about it. Now I'll know what everyone's talking about. I forgot to add this about Peter in the book. A second thing that really bothered me about him before and after they broke up, he keeps saying that the only reason he's texting his ex-girlfriend Genevieve and hanging out with her is because they're just friends and she needs him because she's going through stuff. Now, Lara Jean does eventually find out that Genevieve's dad is cheating on her mom with an 18-year-old girl, which of course is going to make her upset, depressed. It's implied she might be struggling with some sort of self-harm. Before her and Peter were dating, they were all best friends. There was a group of best friends that included Peter, Genevieve, Lara Jean, etc. Peter is Genevieve's friend. He has been for a long time. Totally get that. But the problem is that he doesn't seem to have any regard for how uncomfortable it makes Lara Jean. When they start dating, he's still hanging out with Genevieve, texting her sometimes, and she always seems to be catching them hugging or talking, blah blah blah, and he's just never completely honest with her about it. And he keeps saying, "I can't tell you why, I can't be forthcoming about it, it's her story to tell," which is true. But I feel like because he's in a relationship with Lara Jean, her feelings should come first. She didn't want to stop being best friends with Genevieve. Genevieve stopped being best friends with her. So him confiding in her wouldn't be the worst thing because she wouldn't use that against Genevieve. I don't know. I just feel like the way he handled things was wrong. I did give both books 4 stars, although I think I liked the first book a little better. And really that has to do with liking the character of Peter better in the first book. In that book, he's just broken up with Genevieve and is thinking he may want to get back with her. In the second book, he's supposed to be dating Lara Jean, in love with her, and yet this Genevieve thing keeps coming up. That's my rant. But anyways, I did give the second book 4 stars anyways. It could be 3 stars, but I flew through it. I enjoyed it. Maybe I'm just being really generous. I might change my review down to 3 stars. If we're getting technical, maybe like 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, somewhere in there. I'll just leave it at 4 stars for now. I'll just be nice. I did make the decision that I'm not gonna watch the movie tonight. I just don't think a 2-hour movie at 1:20 a.m. is a smart decision for me at the moment. So instead, I'm going to open up the third book, read about 5 chapters, and then go to bed and watch the movie tomorrow. Maybe after I finish the third book, since there's no third movie to watch. That is it for Reading Rush Day 2. I will see you later today for Reading Rush Day 3. Doing good. 2 books down and 5 to go.